Had to take this ride outside in this motherfucker. It's hot as shit, man. I'm talking about all over the world right now. All over the world. But I wanted to talk about something outside in nature. I figured, hey, take the light show outside. Show them that, motherfucker don't just be sitting in the house all day. I go to work. By the time they believe in him. So what's up, man? I see everybody right now around and about doing whether it's racism or what I'm saying, the illegals and all that stuff. Epstein. My thing is this: if you're watching the game, this game at play that they're doing right now, you can see it's still distracting people from telling the truth about this kid epidemic and how it's like people are they hide behind caring. Let's say it like that. They claim that they care, but they really don't. That gives them all the access to these kids, that which makes people so comfortable leaving their children around these people. Now I can see why people are falling for it, because a lot of them are woven around what you call the entertainment industry. The actors and I was watching an old. It wasn't an interview, but it was like an old footage of '93 and how black people felt about hip hop music and what it was doing to their people. I was all the way in '93. You see a bunch of people in the comments like, "Damn, we should have listened." I mean, look at it now. Okay, somebody else in the comment section was like, "You see how Ice-T, Ice Cube, all of them sent their kids to private schools and they live in the suburbs." Okay, I want you to take that same thought process with CNN. How the shooter in New York was a black dude, but they said from the jump it was a white guy. Okay, 33rd floor, intertwining racism, which doesn't even need to be in this conversation. Like, I think 11 people were killed or shot. Why would we? It's like, why if the pot's already stirred up, why do they want to stir it even more? Stir it more, stir it more. Why do they want to give more problems? I don't understand. It's because the more I can keep the people separated from critical thinking, logical thinking, the more dirt I can get away with. So I'm asking people, are you watching the game? I'm seeing it. Hell, I participated a little bit in culture wars and stuff like that, even though I'm American. I'm not supposed to think any other way, but it's that the creeds and mores of my land. I'm not supposed to think like an outsider. I'm not even supposed to want to think like that. But slowly but surely, people keep pushing you away from where you're at and want you to assimilate with third world countries who are coming over here, which doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're trying to keep a person dumb, you gotta do better than that. So I'm saying, notice the game. Teaching the women to make foolish decisions all in their youth, knowing that that's going to damage them in the end, and we all get weaker in life. So it's like women are already the weaker vessel; they need protection. Why would we want them putting themselves in situations where nobody is going to want to protect them? It's messed up. Same thing for the youth. Why would you promote crime to them, knowing that the prisons is where we keep all the rapists and murderers and pedophiles and bad people. For these young bucks to have to get locked up with all of these grown ass criminals, and you can clearly see the outcome that happens to a lot of them. Who would want this agenda? People say, oh, controversy sells, and chaos is money, or whatever type of analogy is there. I don't believe that. I don't believe you need chaos in a first world country. I think you can make it, with just functional logic. That's how I feel. Nobody's at peace anymore. Everybody's rude. Everybody's got an attitude. It's not good. But I will say this: if you're watching the game, you're gonna have to admit at the end. I guess they're doing like gardening in the forest or park. My bad, forest. Well, technically, but we gotta. Because now his ass is right here, literally. But we gotta. We gotta pit past the petty differences and realize, look, the more people you get in here, okay, that's just the more kids that are going to get touched. All right, we don't want that. We're tired of that. We don't like the reputation it's giving us. It's not good. But then also, we need to admit that these schools are dumbing people down. That's why I'm kind of glad the Board of Education is being chopped up, because there was way too many people failing. And there was way too many people like for the degradation of the system they live in opposed to not. And that's off. That doesn't make any sense. Peep the game. And also understand that both are involved. And it ain't got nothing to do with, if you're not from here, because people outside of this country are involved too. The elites are all race, all colors, all types of people. That's better. They're all different types of people. All shapes, sizes, colors, race, creeds, everything. It's all in there. Just, are you watching the game? That's all I'm saying. Are you watching the game? Are you seeing the score? Are you peeping what's going on? As long as you're doing that, you're good. Because I think that's the secret of life, the whole universal mind. I think that's really what it is. It's like seeing what's really going on and not like lying or making excuses about it and trying to just, oh no, you're just mad because you ain't got no money. And if you were rich, you wouldn't go. If I was rich, the children would still be getting trafficked. One has nothing to do with the other. Excuse me. If I was rich, the women would still be falling for sucker men and making poor quality children. Some things just wouldn't change. It's like you gotta make change. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? I'm saying if I stay here, right here in front of the camera all day, you're gonna stay right there. But if I walk away, change this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Change this shit up. Now, uh, a lot of celebrities been dropping like flies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of old cats. Even the dude from Machete, he passed. Few people done died. All celebrities though. Okay. There's so much shit going down that nobody's even talking about. Like, I thought America was supposed to be belly up by now. I thought Trump's tariffs were supposed to destroy everything. Like, yo, he's actually doing pretty good. Saying it ain't bad at all. Oh, they got rid of the illegals. Ain't nobody gonna work these fast food jobs. Shit, motherfuckers still there. I still see people working. I don't see no changes, man. I think it's time for the American people to change it up. They got to switch their style. You know what I'm saying? Get back to that noble shit, that knowledge born stuff. That way, people won't be coming in their land talking shit about them. I don't like that. I don't like people come over here and talk crap about the American. Like, they're like, oh, no, they ain't talking about black people. Shit, they talk about the white man too. Weird. Fucking open the door with you. Oh, you ain't shit. Okay. The game was always to make the American people feel like they were doing something wrong, and then let all these other countries in and have the mind state of them who are more on a social like mindset because they broke. They can't split up. They can't do capitalism like America can. They ain't got the wholesale like that. They ain't got it like that. So they're supposed to break us down to build these people up to make it easier to go to different ports doing the dirt that they're doing. Always remember it's the elites. They're the ones that we're talking about. They were like, oh, it can't be true. It can't be just a bunch of evil people. Why the fuck not? You see how ignorant people with money is? You see how greedy and selfish motherfuckers is? Okay, so if they have those characteristics, what makes you think they wouldn't be doing some foul shit? You should see that a mile away. All I'm saying is you gotta be wise. You gotta be wise out here one time and see what's really going on, bro. Yeah, it's about money because you want safety and security, but it's not about the greed of money. You just want it to be comfortable. Well, something that you do have to have your mind on is the corruption that's going on because you don't want it on your hands. So, are you watching the game? Why everybody's talking about dead celebrities, racism, and people getting beat up in Cincinnati? Are we still, getting closer to cracking these, big wigs' heads when it comes to this situation? I don't know. We shall see. In the meantime, in between time, enjoy your day. That day also, came outside, vibe around, feel the energy, right? I'm about to get back to the nature. Talk to y'all in the next one. Bros.